This is my 1956 Ford Victoria.
Built this 82 Firebird into a sort of a poor man's Ferrari.
Hey, I'm out here in Morris at the cruise night, and I'm with
Rich Fitzmaurice.
What'd you bring with you tonight, Rich?
87 GNX.
How long have you had her?
About 22 years.
Okay, can you give me a little bit of history on the car? I hear it's the only car faster than the Corvette.
It was the fastest production car in 1987
Okay.
of any other cars.
What else you got for the viewers?
It's got a ceramic turbo, has a shift kit, has an oil cooler, trans cooler, flares as you can see. It's the louvers on the side. The tires in the front are smaller than the tires in the back.
Front runners?
All Stuart Warner gauges.
Are you running front runners? It's smaller than the ones in the back?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had her at the track?
Yes.
How's she doing?
11s.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
No, it is tweaked a little. It's not 100% stock.
You don't say.
Well, when they were stock, the slower ones ran about 13s, somewhere in the mid 13s, and the faster ones were in the low 13s.
Okay.
When they dynoed them, I believe, if I'm correct, the slowest one that dynoed was like 300 horsepower.
And the interior?
It's all basically a Grand National. Started life out as a Grand National, and then they've taken it off the assembly line, sent it to ASC, and then they modified it to make it a GNX. They originally started out, they were supposed to only make 200, and then they had a bunch of orders, so they went to 400, and they ended up going to 500, and the final run was 547.
So this is one of 547.
This is, yeah, and they're all numbered. This is number 430 on the dash. Everyone has a number.
Okay. So obviously that brings the value up on this car quite a bit.
They sold one at Barrett Jackson maybe 2 months ago. It was, I believe, $165,000.
Wow. Okay. Where did you find yours at?
In the paper. Just lucky, and called the man up, and we made a deal. Local is a local man. Young guy. Pizza. He owned a pizza place.
Okay. Very nice. You know, over the years, I mean, I come from, you know, this scene, obviously, and the best car to turn in, you know, to a race car are these cars. I've seen so many of them.
Yes, we go to the Buick Nationals, and there's cars that are highly modified, and they'll run in the 7-second category, and they're 6 cylinders.
So
this is a 6-cylinder car.
Okay. If you had to recommend to the viewers, somebody just starting out, the younger generation, if they were, you know, thinking about getting a race car or what they could build into a race car, what kind of car would you tell them to get? One like, you know, a Buick, a Grand National, you know?
Well, I like Buicks, all right? Unfortunately, well, Grand Nationals are good because they do make a lot of parts for them now. Mm-hmm. But if you're just starting out, probably a Chevy or a Pontiac, because the parts are relatively cheap.
Yes.
You know, inexpensive.
Right.
And I mean, that's the biggest thing I would say.
Okay.
You know, you get a Buick and it costs a lot more money to buy the parts because they don't make a ton of them.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Always looking to help out the younger generation, right?
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
Check out US Classic Muscle Cars.
Yes.
And you'll be on there with all tonight's cars.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.